What is up, everybody? Happy New Year from the entire Trash Can crew. Just like the universe, we would like to start off this new year with the Big Bang.
Yes, this is our third consecutive themed podcast.
Is that a good enough joke? Yeah,
sure.
It was.
And probably the last one, at least in the row.
Until next week. Maybe. No, probably until we might do an Easter thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while for next theme one.
But then it's maybe WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Which is around Easter time, usually. Anyway, it's a new year. It's 2018.
Yes, it is.
It's a new year. Yes, it is. I know you was going for there. And what do you do whenever there's a new year coming around?
Well, I know what other people do, and that's to make New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, you make New Year's resolutions.
At least 2/3 of them do.
Is that already a stat that you was been picking up?
Yes.
All right. So JJ looked for a bunch of stuff about New Year's resolutions, which we're gonna present to you, and then at halftime, I'm gonna challenge him to make some.
So I thought, New Year's resolutions. A lot of people make them. Most people don't stick to them.
Most break them.
But I can say that. But I need numbers to back it up. So
always need to.
I looked at some numbers, and first of all, I've got some that I pulled from a statistic from ComRes, which was taken in Great Britain in November of 2015, interviewing people of the age 18 and above.
All right.
And
of the age of 18 and above.
Ages of age, whatever. You know what I was saying.
The New Year's resolution of using better grammar, man.
Never gonna do that.
Never. I already failed that for the entirety of the year. So,
one of the questions that was asked was how many of them made New Year's resolutions at any point.
All right.
65% said they did, 33% that they didn't, and 2% didn't know.
First of all, okay, I would have expected more people to do so, but how do you not know? What?
I don't know.
Does one make subconscious New Year's resolutions? No, you don't. Those 2% are just probably, but never really. They gave up on them before they made their mind up completely. It's like, you know what, I should kind of do this. I kind of want to do this, but I'm not even going to set that goal. That's where they already failed. That's those 2%. Come on.
Talking about failing.
Yeah.
One of the other questions was how many of them had failed to achieve one of their New Year's resolutions.
Everybody.
63% chose yes. Mind you, that's of the entire
65.
group, not of 65.
Oh, okay.
So that's almost everyone that actually made one.
Basically everyone.
32% said no,
right.
And 5% don't know.
So all of that say no were the ones that didn't take one anyway.
Actually,
because if you don't have one, you can't fail it.
Actually, with the 32% that never failed one,
allegedly never failed one,
and the 33% that didn't take any, means that less people never failed one than actually never took one.
That is true.
Which makes no sense.
That's weird. Because people always get stuff confused, right? And they lie about it.
Did you ever make a New Year's resolution? No. Did you ever fail one? Yes.
Also,
how does that work?
Also, how do you not know if you failed it or not? Okay, the one thing that I can see is if it's still ongoing.
Yeah, but also
it was a whole year thing.
If you make a New Year's resolution and you don't really think about it too much afterwards.
But that's stupid. It's a plan.
Oh yeah, I want to lose weight, but then you don't actually know whether you actually did it at the end of the year because you never checked or something.
Right.
It doesn't make too much sense.
If you never check, you didn't. That's the thing. If you want to do something like that, I want to work out more, lose weight, gain weight, change something about my body that without putting any effort into it, that hasn't changed for the last few years. If you get to the point where you don't even remember, don't check it no more, it didn't change.
But
it didn't.
What I don't understand is how there's more people that never made any that never fail any.
Yeah,
that's probably the people who don't understand the concept of if I didn't make one, I didn't fail.
Yeah,
I can't have positive.
That's just statistical stupidity.
Also, did I mention how many people? There was just 2,014 people that they
were
actually interviewed.
Okay.
So that's not the hugest sample size, but it should hopefully be big enough for this. However, 32%. Hey, it's the same number.
Yeah.
Said that they at some point achieved one of the New Year's resolutions.
All right.
60% never achieved one, and 8% don't know.
You don't know. Don't know. Stupid.
So, first of all, yeah, the don't know category is a bit weird.
That's always weird because how do you not know? Like, if you don't know, then you're not keeping good track. Then the whole thing obviously wasn't important to begin with.
I mean, I think to most people it isn't important, especially 2 weeks in.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, on that day it sounds good to say that, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this and this and this, but you never really care to do it. Just don't say it.
So, they also...
I would have also assumed that most people, like my guess would be most people have made New Year's resolutions before, even if they don't care to admit it. Most people, like basically everyone has failed one before, and a few people have made some before. Because I think a lot of people would have made some before and failed some before.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because you could make several ones every year, and you could fail one year and make one the other year.
Also, you're using the word make for making a resolution and for achieving it, which kind of...
No, making it, as in like make for achieving.
But you said you can make multiple ones and then fail one and make another.
Yeah, you can make one.
I'm just saying.
You know what I mean,
word
right?
For two different contexts.
If you make something, that means you accomplish it. But also means you created it.
Exactly, which is why I was getting this. Anyways.
It's cool.
So they had the...
People are smart.
There's also a list of the 10 most commonly used ones.
Want me to take guesses for all of them?
Sure.
Exercise more.
That's number 1 at 38%.
Lose or gain weight.
It's lose weight at 33%.
Usually. Stop drinking / smoking. Both probably individually.
Number 8, drink less alcohol, 12%.
Yeah.
And number 9, stop smoking, 9%.
Right.
The first two were actually in order.
Alright. Then there's probably be nicer to people.
That's not directly on there, no.
Spend more time being productive or less time doing stuff, wasting time on the computer.
Not directly in there either. There's some that kind of factor in there, but...
Less time on the interweb / iPhone / television.
Mind you, that was 2015. People weren't that aware of how bad they were using those devices back then.
Yeah, they were. What else are the other ones?
So, number 3, eat more healthy.
Okay.
32%.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, take a more active approach to health. 15%. Number 5, learn a new skill or hobby. 15%.
Alright.
Number 6, spend more time on personal well-being. 12%.
Which, like, is all the same in different wording. Look for more health. Eat healthier. Behave healthier. Focus on health.
Hey, I didn't make that list.
Drink less and smoke less is also focus on health. Come on. There should be just one. Be healthier. Do everything it needs to be healthier, which includes all of that.
It should probably be the other way around, that all the individual ones are there, but not the catch-all categories.
But if you just want to be healthier...
Yeah, but...
Why are you doing this? Oh, to be healthier. Why are you doing that? Oh, I'll be healthier.
It's more... To me, it's more interesting to know how many people wanted to drink less alcohol, how many wanted to stop smoking, that kind of stuff, than it is to how many want to be healthier. But yeah.
Alright.
Where was I? Oh yeah, number 7. Spend more time with family and friends, 12%.
Yeah, that's a standard one too.
We already had an 8 and 9, and then it says other 1%.
Other.
At number 10.
What could be other?
No clue. Also, I got that from another site, so I don't know exactly how they compiled the data from the actual original study.
Wear more clothing the color green.
But I'm surprised that...
Is one that I've made 3 years in a row. Never held to it.
That, there's only 1% that made any New Year's resolution that doesn't fit the other categories. That seems very low. That's 20 out of 2,000 people.
Yeah. That doesn't sound right.
However, I've got more data.
Got more data.
And this one was actually compiled based on Google searches.
You know, we're starting this new year off with a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I like numbers.
Yeah, number crunching.
That was compiled based on Google searches, which means on the one hand, it's of course biased a lot because of the type of people that use Google, and also certain New Year's resolutions, like no one's gonna Google how can I spend more time with family and friends.
Just do it.
More likely. So those are a bit more biased, but they're also having a way larger volume, of course.
Yeah, of course.
So the top 5 there in order. Also, I retrieved that from...
Probably 4 of them health related.
Also, quick side note, I retrieved those from NBC News from an article from 2017.
Yeah, and they were going to cut our heads off if we didn't reference it.
I was just going to say it because if people actually care for our sources...
Yeah, of course.
Which
I'm just kidding.
Usually they don't, but... number 1. Spend less / save more. 17.47%.
Money. All right. I mean, that's good because there's probably most help on that, like how to manage your finances.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Like, it's not necessarily the most amount of people, but probably the one that's easiest to search for. Number 2 at 13.77%. Get healthy.
Also good to search for because that's like, okay, what meals are healthy? What foods are healthy? Where's a gym? How do I stop drinking, smoking?
Again, I don't know exactly how they compiled that.
How's them helping groups and all that?
Number 3, live life to the fullest. 13.64.
Oh yeah, there's a
64.
There's a 2.5 page tutorial on that first Google result. What? Live life to the fullest. That is literally the most vague formulated thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
What the hell does that mean? You need to set goals for yourself that make your life. Come on. What?
Number 4, get organized. 7.41%.
Get organized.
And number 5, learn new hobbies. 4.72%.
Alright. So they were just literally looking for new hobbies to find on the internet. Like, this is fun. Try it.
So, yeah.
Try Reddit.
So, overall, a lot of health, a lot of skills and hobbies, and a bit of finance.
It's basically always personal improvement. Is what it all boils down to, obviously, New Year's resolutions, right?
Yeah, that's kind of
But there could be other New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
Like, non-self-centered type of stuff.
Yeah, sure.
But, okay, so that's the data you wanted to present?
That is the data that I found on the internet with a quick Google search.
Right.
It shows some interesting things, but a lot of it's just what I would have expected anyways.
Yeah, the standard phrases and the standard resolution that everyone makes is always the same. It's just a shame.
That's all.
Yeah.
The one thing that stands out is, as you said before, actually only 2/3 of people apparently made New Year's resolutions at one point.
If you choose to believe that.
Although that's 2/3 of Brits in 2015 that were compiled for that, but you know.
Brits too.
But
the blokes.
That kind of stands out, but also almost everyone who made a New Year's resolution failed it.
Yeah.
Not necessarily they failed all of them, but they failed at one point.
I mean, of course, right? Because you're still supposed to challenge yourself.
Yeah.
If you made like, let's say, over 5 or 10 resolutions, you never failed one, you're not setting your standards high enough. Because you'll be like, okay, I want to survive the month of January.
Then again,
I want to eat breakfast every other day at least.
Then again, you want to set achievable goals.
Yeah, but it's way better to aim high and miss low at first than to aim low and reach it immediately. Because that's how getting better works, right? If your final goal, for example, okay, let's take the channel as an example, right? If your final end goal that you can envision is 100 or 1,000 subscribers, and then you hit that, all right, you hit it.
Yeah, but
it's way better to aim for more.
But you have to set reachable goals for positive reinforcement along the way.
You can set intermediate goals.
Yeah.
Okay, some people respond differently to that type of stuff. Some people need positive reinforcement in intervals, right? Others don't. They just keep going.
But these days our society is really trained to do that, especially with, you know how like mobile games are always like every 5 minutes giving you an achievement.
People are real. That's like one of the biggest problems that people have. That's in general. Is being too reliant on quick reward and quick result and all that. And
that's just getting more reinforced with our current society.
Exactly. But that's why you need to set yourself above that and put in the time and be persistent, because persistence is pretty important.
So overall, people want to get more healthy. That's good. Of course they do.
It's good if they actually did do it.
Yeah, which most of them then don't.
Because if they did, then there would still be 80-90% of people either consuming alcohol or tobacco or something out there. It's like, stop it.
You know what? That's how gyms make their money, by the way. New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
People sign up for it.
Yeah.
Never cancel, but they stop going.
They go for a few weeks, and then they're like, oh shit, this is sports. This is exercise. This is exhausting. I'm not doing this. I'll stay home, have a beer, you know? And then
a lot of people don't cancel their memberships.
Yeah, then they just don't go, and then the gyms make money for free. All right, $20 a month. Just, yeah. And they don't cancel it for years until they notice it. And that's how gyms make money, yeah. Of course, if gyms have up to thousands of members.
Yeah.
If they all showed up one day
at the same time.
For aerobic lessons or something like that at the same time. You could close that place.
You would know a thing about that, wouldn't you?
But the gym?
Aerobic lessons?
No, but that's what most people do.
Really?
Yeah. I believe a lot of people actually sign up for them courses and all that.
Okay.
If they don't have too much of a clue about what they're doing. You know that, like, all the casual folks, they usually do that type of stuff. Either that or just sit on a bike or treadmill or something.
I was about to say, I would have thought, like, bikes and treadmills.
But the people who actually, like, do their own, like, program, they carry their books and their schedule, and they hit the weight room and coordinate stuff, they usually know what they're doing.
Yeah, of course.
So, a lot of people do these, like, courses and all that. So, if everyone showed up at one point, no. That place is not working anymore. That's what they need to rely on. So, that a majority of people won't show up that much.
I guess another thing to talk about will probably be our past experiences with New Year's resolutions while we're at it.
Did you ever take a New Year's resolution?
I think I did at one point, but I never really did anywhere where I actually seriously kept track of it over the year.
Right.
Like, it's those types of things that, it's like those that end in January, that kind of stuff. One that I remember vividly was that, at this point, probably like 5 or 10 years ago.
Yeah, but at the age of 9, JJ concluded that he was gonna drink less hard liquor.
It was probably like around 5 years ago that I was like, you know what? I'm gonna set a New Year's resolution that I actually want to keep.
All right.
And I was like, let's set as a New Year's resolution that I want to game more.
You want to game more?
Yeah.
But that's not a good New Year's resolution. You just said that for fun because you knew it would be easy to actually do that.
But I wanted to make a New Year's resolution. I wanted to make one that I wanted to actually keep.
It's not that hard to keep it.
To do something that was fun for me.
And let me guess, you kept it.
I actually never quantified the amount of time that I spent.
You probably kept it.
So
probably kept it.
Maybe.
Okay, here's nothing else really.
Not really. I always knew that it was bullshit and that it doesn't work for most people.
Right.
So I never really saw the point in doing it.
Okay, here's the thing that I kind of rock and roll. I know that that's pretty arbitrary to do that every year, right? And I hate the thought of like, oh yeah, I'm setting this very specific thing that I want to achieve, and then I don't do it anyway. So what I'll usually do is I've never had something that I wanted to go 180 on, like change, like flat out stop drinking, stop smoking type of thing. So I'm just tracking.
Well, for you, that would be kind of a stupid thing.
Because I don't drink and I don't smoke. So if I did one of those, of course I would want to do that type of thing. But I'm trying to not even get into a situation where I do something lightly or something that I don't want to do at all. So I'm trying to track progress, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to, I want a bunch of stuff that I want to do, and this is more than a 1-year goal. This is like a 5-year, 10-year plan. For example, next year's resolution for me is going to be, I want to grow this YouTube channel. I'm not gonna set a subscriber number for next year. I want to put more work into this. I want to grow this channel, and I want to make it happen. And I'm not gonna stop. And I'm gonna do it next year and the year after and the year after. I want to get better at whatever it is I'm doing. For example, the sport that I play.
Yes.
Right. I want to keep going to college. I want to keep getting my education. I want to get good grades. Keep getting good grades, and I want to strive to the goal of graduation. Right.
Yeah, but I feel like that's less of a New Year's resolution. It's just more what you do.
It's
right?
not. It's not a resolution, but it's like it's more of a reminder to keep going. You know, it's like a thing. Okay, I've done this and this year, these achievements that I had, and then I'll keep going when I do it. I'll put in more work. I'll try to get better and better and better every single time, every single day, but every year it's kind of a check mark. And then next year I'll see what I achieved.
I always, if I set myself goals, I don't necessarily do it because of the arbitrary point of, oh, it's a new year. Right. It's more of like, oh yeah, like right now I see that this is a problem or this is something that I want to change, and I'm just like, let's do that.
All right.
And one that definitely worked was for a while I had a little problem with Coke.
He's talking about cola, people.
Yes, I'm talking about Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say that in this next thing. Don't worry about it. And so I just was like, one day we were out anyways. So I was like, you know what? That's a good point to stop. Like, let's stop drinking that much Coke, because I was literally drinking like 2 to 3 liters a day.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. And there's also a lot of sugar in that shit.
And a lot of caffeine and all kinds of garbage.
Well, I started drinking more coffee.
Well, the sugar is probably, that amount of sugar is probably worse than the amount of caffeine.
So the caffeine is not really something that changed too much. But I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna stop drinking that on a regular basis.
Yeah.
I wasn't going like, I will never drink this again, but...
Yeah.
And then, that one worked really well because I literally have not since had a week where I would have drank Coke on multiple...
That's good.
Maybe on multiple days, but not like more than like 2 or 3 liters in a week.
Like that stuff that I've had too, which is not real big decisions, but it's like, okay, this stuff is kind of unnecessary, kind of bad. I'm trying to reduce this. For example, a thing that I once did is like, I don't consume just milk or eggs by themselves anymore. Like, I didn't do it before consciously, but I won't just eat like a boiled egg or something like that.
Eggs are great though.
Not healthy. Hey, no,
they're tasty though.
Come at me in the comments. I've never been a huge egg eater anyway, right? It hasn't been a big sacrifice because some people like love scrambled eggs and all that stuff for breakfast. I never had a problem with that.
Omelets, man, I love omelets.
I never had an omelet in my life, or just glasses of milk. Never. I had one every like 3 months with a cookie or something. I just don't.
I never understood milk and cookies.
One singular cookie, by the way.
I never understood that.
That's the type of stuff, right? Okay, I
never understood people dunking cookies into milk.
Why not? It's great.
No.
Yeah, it is.
It just makes the cookies soggy.
It's fantastic, bro.
And it probably tastes worse most of the time.
No, it doesn't. That's the great thing. It doesn't. That's.
I tried that. No, it's just not my thing.
You had the wrong cookie, man. Must have had the wrong cookie.
I also don't like milk that much, but
yeah. So I just reduced the intake for those. Why not? Wasn't that hard, but it's like, okay, yeah, kind of unnecessary, kind of not really all that great. I started eating more almonds for the calcium, which is actually better source of calcium than milk is. You could get protein from all kinds of other stuff without having the cholesterol that's in the egg.
Yeah,
that type of thing. So yeah, I don't think I've actually just had a hard boiled egg or generally boiled egg with nothing around it for 2 years now, or an actual just a plain glass of milk. Which, before that, I didn't do it much, but I wasn't completely like, I'm not doing this. But I will still eat cake with eggs in it, with baked goods with eggs in it.
Yeah.
Right? Nothing of this, but I'm
mayonnaise.
just risking that. Yeah, mayonnaise. Sure. I'll eat cheese.
Yeah.
No, but, just did those little things. But that's not New Year's or anything. That's just like, them types of decisions that was the same with with the Coke.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, for me, it feels like there's no reason to do it specifically at New Year's.
No, it's not. It's really not. It's just a good check mark to see what you've done this year, to recap. And then, okay, here's what I want to do. Here's how I want to continue. Here's maybe where I need to put more work in. But I don't keep track of, like, this New Year's. I don't put the pressure on myself. Now it starts, And
as a student, I always felt like it would make more sense to do that at the beginning of the school year.
In high school?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Because if you want to put resolutions for that, of course.
Yeah, because that's actually something that I probably did more often. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start doing homework this year.
It's kind of bit
never worked.
More start of now.
I'm gonna, it's like, oh yeah, this is the last year of high school. Let's actually put some work into it.
Yeah, didn't do it.
Didn't do it.
Didn't make.
I graduated, but I didn't put much.
He did graduate. I was there the day he did it. It was crazy. I got a halftime show playing for you.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Then.
Let's do that, and it's kind of a little bit of a challenge, as y'all can see on the screen right now. And it's about New Year's resolutions. Who would have thought? So I wrote down 10 things, right?
Yes.
Pretty strict stuff. I want to read out to JJ, and he's gonna tell. Don't look at my screen. He's gonna tell me, is that something that you would consider doing? Do it in the extent that I wrote it down, and if no, we're gonna start negotiating. All right?
Okay.
First one is work out daily and keep track, including nutrition.
No.
Workout. Okay, you wouldn't do it.
No.
This would include a gym membership, attending on a regular basis. If you can't attend daily, do some quick calisthenics. That's bodyweight exercises at home. Do a certain amount of cardio a week, and keep track of your nutrient intake and all that stuff. All right. How far would you go in that direction?
Okay, so
would you do the gym thing at all? Gym membership.
So first of all, gym membership. Generally not that interested. I would rather do the stuff we can actually do at home, right?
Yeah, you could do calisthenics, you could do cardio.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
You don't need to be a powerlifter, just a little bit of fitness.
And when it comes to eating, I could be more conscious of what I eat, but I would never actually count calories or stuff like that.
Count calories, count macronutrients, write it down.
No, that's
stay in a specific range. No,
that's too much effort. I could totally be like, like, eat more vegetables, maybe eat less of the junk shit that I eat, but actually count, no.
Alright.
Same thing for the trainings, like, I would be willing to get a bit more in shape, but not
Are you gonna work out daily?
And
are you gonna work out daily or just regularly, as in several times a week, or whenever you have free time, squeeze it in for a half hour?
I mean, the best way to do that would probably be to do the thing that some people do when they, like, get up and just start doing some sit-ups or something.
You think so?
But that's probably also
not the best approach. That's just the most convenient approach for you, probably.
Yeah, I know.
The best approach is always to get it all structured and organized. Got the training schedule, know exact. Like, I wake up, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going, like, this, today, I'm going to do bench press, I'm going to do dips, I'm going to do cable rows, I'm going to do the incline bench press, and I'm going to do tricep extensions. And I know exactly how many sets, how much weight, how many reps I'm doing. That's how I like that.
So I could never schedule that. I could definitely get a bit more in shape. I'm not going to say that I will.
Alright.
Because I'm probably too lazy to actually do it. But,
yeah. I'm just saying, how far would you go with these?
But yeah, like training multiple times a week, getting my cardio in shape, getting a bit more, body fat down, muscle mass up a bit, that kind of stuff. Yeah, sure.
Looking like Brock Lesnar in a year?
No.
Alright.
Actually, that's an interesting thing. I've always thought that my target for if I wanted to get in shape would not, of course, not be Brock Lesnar.
Because you can't reach it in a million years with your genetics.
It's actually, and not sure if you necessarily recognize the name, Johnny Mundo.
No.
John Morrison?
The wrestler?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the same dude. Like, he goes by Johnny Mundo these days, but...
How's he look? Like, he's not as big.
No, he's, like, from his general build, he's probably like me, but he's really well in shape.
Alright.
Like, maybe think Finn Balor.
Yeah. Alright.
Something like that.
Yeah. Balor is the one I was thinking.
Like...
Not really big. He's a regular guy.
Yeah.
He's just a dude.
But he's really in shape.
Yeah.
Like, that would be more what I would be going for.
So not like the Brock, type of thing. No.
It's more like, like Finn or Seth Rollins, something like that.
Fandango.
I mean...
yeah.
Sure.
Alright, but not really one of the big guys.
No. That's not the thing for me.
That's also... You probably need steroids for that. Stop drinking coffee. That's the first step. Stop it. Get some help. No more. Exodus.
See, here's the thing. I know that I definitely could do it, but I also know that I definitely don't want to do it.
Yeah, that's the case with a lot of things.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I could work out daily, but I'm definitely not going to.
One mug of coffee a day. One.
Like, that's, for the coffee limiting, it's the same thing that if I needed to, or I would definitely reduce it down to zero if necessary.
It's really not that big a problem, to be honest.
But actually, I just don't want to limit it at all.
Yeah, the least healthy thing in a coffee is usually the milk and sugar.
In which case, I'm fine.
Yeah,
because I drink my coffee black.
Yeah, racist.
How is that?
Just
racist?
Kidding, bro. That you could
because you mention terms such as black and white does not make you racist.
I mean, one can definitely get an addiction to caffeine, but like nicotine, it's not that harmful of a substance itself. The problem with being a smoker is the 55 other cancer-causing things that is in there.
Yeah,
which is why I don't have a moral objection to vaporizing, to vaping.
Oh
right?
Yeah.
I've thought about it for a long time. I was like, okay, it's technically still not good. Of course, it's healthier, no nicotine than nicotine, right?
Yeah.
If only for the addiction thing. But I did not find a moral objection against vaping. Because it does not damage your surrounding people at all whatsoever.
Okay.
Because it's just water. Actually, I like it when my father is vaping around because it just smells like it's like air freshener.
Okay.
What it is to me. And it's not really damaging. As like a cigarette or something.
Yeah.
Right? So, I don't find any... For example... You could also vape without putting a nicotine fluid in the thing. That is perfectly fine, right? It's basically just inhaling boiling water.
That's actually pretty good if you got something like in your lungs, like shit that has to get out. Like if you're having like a really bad cold or like bronchitis or something like that. That's actually good for that.
Yeah, sure.
If you do that with water.
Next one. Work on social / negotiating / public speaking skills. Meet one new person every day.
Okay, so working on the skills.
Get out there.
To a degree, just happens naturally by us doing this.
Yeah, sure.
So
But the public speaking. the negotiation, the business type of thing that can help you in life. You need to go out and just speak to a person every day that you haven't spoken to ever before.
I could do that like...
If it's only 5 minutes.
I could do that for every college day because there's all kinds of people around.
Everyone around,
And I have the opportunity, but I'm not going to specifically leave the house just to meet a new person.
Right.
Because you're too lazy off the table.
That's laziness again, right?
Yeah, of course.
Whenever,
Dude, like, just driving, like, someplace just to get to meet a new person because, of course, I at least have spoken to most of the neighbors.
Yeah, of course.
So, you know.
Okay, so I'm reducing it down to the next stage, which will be do it whenever it's in the situation acceptable. Like, do it in college.
Yeah.
You got time between lectures. There's all kinds of folks around. You just introduce yourself to somebody. Maybe you'll share a hobby, like talk 5 minutes. Or give a public speech or something if you can.
I usually do that without introductions, but sure.
Yeah.
When I start talking to people, introductions is usually something that happens like a week in.
Yeah, but with the social skills and all that's being focused on. Introduction being more formal, like managing the whole small talk that is important but doesn't need to be, but somehow is considered to be, type of stuff, right? So that will be on there. Number 4, dress better. In this case, wear a shirt with a collar every day. No excuses. No hoodies, sweatpants outdoors. No sneakers or Velcro shoes or sandals outside of your own property.
That coming from you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just proposing it. I don't work on my social and negotiating skills every day.
So
I walk around with headphones in my head as much as possible because I don't want to talk to nobody.
I actually don't do that at all.
All the time. Every 3 minutes I get up from a chair in the lecture, put in them headphones. I take them out only when I sit down.
I usually forget to take headphones to college.
Wow. Can't live without them.
The only reason why I would take them would be to put them in when I'm sitting somewhere with my tablet.
Yeah.
But like walking around, no.
When the professor is not speaking, I got headphones in there.
Okay.
Alright, what do you say? Dress better.
Generally something that I actually have thought about.
Collar, shirt every day. No t-shirts, no tank tops, no hoodie.
I don't wear tank tops.
I do. You could do that when you start working out.
I was about to say after I've done... yeah. Generally speaking, not a bad idea. For sure.
Right. No hoodies, sweatpants, outdoors, sneakers, Velcro shoes, or sandals outside your own property.
I don't wear sweatpants outdoors. I just don't do that. Right. Okay? I like Velcro. I like Velcro, man.
Dude. It's not slick.
I actually got new shoes that don't have Velcro, so that's actually naturally gonna happen.
Yeah.
Shirts, generally a good idea, but I just think the hoodies are more comfortable.
That's the thing, right? The hoodies are more comfortable. That's what you think. Best thing ever, sleeveless hoodie. Get me one for my birthday, man. Okay, number 5. Balance your productivity and fun time. Specifically operating a computer at no more than 500, which means that 50-50, alright? For every minute you spend on the computer having fun, playing, gaming, watching YouTube, doing internet stuff, you need to spend a minute being productive. Working on the channel, working on college stuff, working on something.
Wait, so does it specifically does it exclusively include time that I'm on the computer, or does it include all my waking time?
In this case, just computer. Because, for example, if we're having a barbecue and you're out there for 5 minutes, for 5 hours one night, doesn't mean you need to put on 5 hours of office work later. But the time you use your computer, like break down the time you use your computer. Say you use your computer 8 hours a day. 4 hours of that can be free time. We'll do whatever you want. The other 4 hours need to be editing, channel work, promotional work, college work, progression.
So if we actually, like right now, we got a break from college, but if we actually take my normal day, there's probably more college stuff in my day than there is stuff like college stuff, channel stuff, all that together. It just might be more than my actual free time that I spend.
Every day of the week?
Weekdays. Weekend, probably not.
Every day of the week.
Like if we specifically go down to the computer, like specifically my home computer, that definitely shifts.
Alright.
Because a lot of the college stuff I do in college in person.
Let's just focus on this home computer out here. Of course, going to college,
8 hours is probably not even that bad of an estimate.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I mean, during weekdays, during college right now it's busy, so probably actually less. But I do spend definitely a bit of time on channel stuff each day, or almost each day because of uploading and stuff.
Yeah.
Between like, I mean, I probably average an hour a day for the channel stuff. excluding the recording, which technically we're also on my computer right now.
Oh, wow.
So, college stuff, I don't do too much on the computer. Well, yeah, no, that's not true. Like the last few weeks, like before
playing Hearthstone in between lectures on your tablet in college counts as fun time. Needs to be made up for by working time.
But if we actually average the last few weeks before the holiday break,
right,
I might have actually been already doing that.
Right.
Because of the...
But do that persistently.
That's... But at this point, I'm just limiting my time at my computer because I don't have enough work to do to cover all my free time. That's stupid.
Well, in that case, alright.
Because
you can always put in work.
But
educate yourself more about video editing.
Okay,
about promotional work. Like study psychology, Study, I don't know, computer stuff.
Yeah, but...
economical stuff.
Again, like, just from, like, the actual stuff that I have to do for college and the stuff that I do for our channel, I already do all that I need to do.
Yeah.
So, sure,
But you can always do more. That's my philosophy.
Yeah.
You can always do more. No matter how much you can do more. And that's always the...
But it's just not the type of person that I am.
That's the type of person that I am. That's basically how all my goals look if they're in the progressive something. Do more.
Especially the college stuff. It's like, oh yeah, the most important part is that I get the degree.
Yeah.
I don't have to be great at... I don't have to be the...
Well, yeah, that's one of those end goals. But you need to always be persistent in putting in the work to go there.
So basically, my goal is to put the minimal amount of work into that I need to get there.
All right. Number 5...
that actually kind of goes against my nature a bit.
Yeah. Alright, number 6 is another one. This is a bit more centered up. Put more effort into having a healthy dinner. Because your dinner always looks like... First of all, it's at 3 a.m. And it's a sandwich that's just meat and cheese on it and you microwave it.
Yeah.
Which is also what you're going to consume later.
Yes.
So put more effort into having a healthy dinner. Cook one for yourself. I know your mother cooks pretty good food.
Yeah.
Pretty healthy too. Puts effort into it. The self-prep meals, the food that you provide for yourself. Put more effort into it. Put more time, make it healthier.
Yeah, I should break some eggs and make some omelets, man.
No, have a fruit salad. Have a fruit salad and a protein shake.
That sounds disgusting.
It's not even disgusting. It's pretty good, actually.
Protein shake.
Now, you know what? They're good. I'll make you a protein shake without no whey powder. I'll make you a makeshift protein shake. One of the natural ones that I consume sometimes. And
fruit salad also is not that great. But what do you have against omelet, man?
I don't know. I've never tried an omelet. It's probably tasty, but I'm not going to eat it every day. You know, an egg, one single egg contains more cholesterol than your body needs the entire week.
Yeah, the omelet contains probably like 4 to 6 eggs, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And a human being technically doesn't need to consume any cholesterol because they produce it themselves, but people don't want to believe that because of, myths. Like Edward myths. It doesn't matter.
It's probably the only thing that I can actually cook, so,
Really? Can of noodles. Can of pasta.
Of course, anything can, but that doesn't really count as cooking, does it?
Alright, fair enough.
Also, I usually microwave that over actually cooking it because it's just faster.
Pudding or oatmeal.
I probably could, but I've never tried.
Probably could. Alright. Take a step to more environmental protection. That includes transportation, food, and water consumption. So, for example...
You were the person that yelled at me when I picked you up at the train station by foot.
Again, I'm not saying take example on what I do. Also didn't yell, I was just confused. like a wounded animal in the jungle. Type of confused. That means use more public transit. Going forward, use a bicycle more than your car. Limit use a car. Consume less environmentally harmful foods. Basically meaning consume less meat. And less products from far, far away.
I don't actually consume that much meat.
And don't drink as many bottled drinks or anything but water from the tap. Or from the well that you got in your backyard. Because you do.
I don't actually have a well in the backyard of this residence, but of the other one I do.
I know. I know.
So that's definitely something that it's
one of those not selfish things.
It's one of those that I could easily do, but I'm too lazy and selfish to actually do.
Exactly.
So public transport sucks, especially around here. But
it's all right. It's not that bad.
How long does it take you to get to college every day?
Half hour?
That can't even be true.
Bus ride is half hour, or maybe. Okay, like me leaving my house to me entering college.
Yes.
Probably 50 minutes.
Yeah, see,
taking a train, a bit more than an hour.
See, for
if
me,
I'm at my grandparents' house, 20 minutes.
Yeah, but so from my home, it takes me by car about 45 minutes, and with a bus, it takes me at least an hour if all of the connections...
Train would probably take you less.
Maybe.
Probably.
But...
Anyway.
It also depends on if they actually add up nicely, and then there's the thing where I'm like half an hour early because there was no better bus.
So, alright, okay. Transportation, food, water.
I don't like the taste of the tap water. I like the bottled one better.
Great. Oh, that's so wrong. It's been standing in plastic for days. You know how good tap water is? You can get yourself a filtering machine. We have one of those at home. I drink nothing but that when I'm at home, basically.
Why do you filter your tap water?
Because there's a bunch of stuff in there. There's a bunch of metals and all that crap in there, which is just healthy to filter that stuff.
Okay. We actually have pretty good water in this area, but yeah.
In Flint, Michigan, water is flammable.
That's tough.
There's gas in there, they got into the water pipes, and people can light their tap water on fire. It's great.
Yikes.
It's great.
It doesn't sound great.
Okay, number 8. That's 3 more. Make a persistent effort to stop swearing at all times. That ties in with the social type of thing.
Yeah.
Stop swearing.
I do that a lot, though.
Be more serious, because you'll be perceived a lot better. More serious, more like adult and responsible and all that type of stuff if you stop swearing.
I swear a lot, don't I?
Yeah, you do. Probably not as much as I do. Probably not as much as I do. No way. I swear a lot. I really do.
I do too, though.
Don't think you swear.
I've actually tried swearing less in videos, so that's a thing.
That's a good thing, yeah. I should also do that. Maybe I did. Maybe it's just a thing that you generally do. Because, like, in videos that you just swear less because you need to behave. Kind of.
Yeah, because it feels weird, especially because of how strict sometimes YouTube can be with the demonetization. At least what people claim how strict they are. Never really experienced any major problems with that except for videos randomly being demonetized or remonetized for no discernible reason, but yeah.
Number 9. Strictly keeping a journal to track progress and goal achievements of all the other things listed above.
Why is that not number 10?
Because there's some other one that I came up later. You could see it as number 10, doesn't matter.
I was just
to keep progress. Get a journal. If you were a woman, it's a diary. Fact.
Okay, so I'm really bad at note keeping with that kind of stuff. Like journals, that kind of stuff. Right. Like, that was already hard when I had to note down my homework for school. Not that I ever did it, but...
Write down your thoughts of the day, your experiences type of thing. And tracking all your stuff, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Like Max Caulfield from Life is Strange, you know?
Like every video game character ever when they needed the journal as a plot device.
Yeah, sure.
I could relatively easily do that, but then that's the type of thing that I would forget, and then I would try to...
Not care enough.
And then would try to get the things from the entire weekend at one day because I forgot to put it the rest of the week, and no. Right. I'm just too chaotic to actually achieve that.
And number 10. Become a member of a collegiate or private organization for sports, music, or other communal or cultural activity and attend regularly. That could mean that you start playing baseball. That could mean you start learning instruments, start playing the violin. That could mean you go find a chess club and start playing chess. Some type of cultural club or something that you attend regularly. Communal activity.
I first of all don't like things that take up a set spot in the schedule because it makes anything that I need to schedule like repeatedly, like our recording, we kind of have a schedule, but we also kind of have to make sure that it works every single time, and we're shifting around stuff. And I have multiples of those things, which means the more stuff I put into my schedule, the harder it gets. And then it's like you would want it to be something that you actually want to go to every week. Mm-hmm. I mean, I used to do, like, when I was a lot younger, I used to do Taekwondo, like, once a week.
Which is a martial art.
I think it might have actually been twice a week. But
that's a martial art, by the way.
I used to play the drums.
Yeah.
Like, I used to do that kind of stuff.
Something like that. Pick it up again. Join a band. Let's create a band. Let's found a band.
I'm not good at music, though. I found that out when I played the drums for like a few years.
You mean people in your surroundings found it out?
No, yeah. Partially, yes.
Kind of, sort of, right?
I mean, if you want to say like something that you do with a set group of people somewhat regularly.
Yeah. The barbecue doesn't count, type of thing.
I was gonna say D&D.
That also, I was specifically gonna say that doesn't count. It needs to be an organization. For a cultural event or something like that.
I should join Adventurers League. Anyways,
no clue what it is.
That's the organized play for D&D.
Cool.
No homebrew though.
So are you assuming you're not joining no club or something like that?
Oh, you can be sure that I'm doing none of the above, but
oh yeah, that's true.
But there are some that I would be willing to do theoretically, but I'm
others that you wouldn't. Fact of the week?
I mean, we've been at this for a while, so yeah, fact of the week.
What is your fact of the week? First fact of the new year.
So, you know how people make all those New Year's resolutions?
I know.
And they need time to fit those into their schedules.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
So you need time, right?
You need time.
Which means you need to take time from somewhere else because you can't just make up time.
From everywhere.
So...
Can I have some of your time this year?
No. So...
Sucks.
The one thing that you can cut down on theoretically...
Sleeping time.
Exactly.
Not good.
And there's something I might have mentioned that like somewhere before, but I've never had it as a fact of the week. So there is a concept known as polyphasic sleep, which means that you're not just sleeping once for 8 hours straight, but instead you're sleeping, you're splitting a sleeping time over the day, which isn't really practical for most people because that also means the more sleep phases you have, the more often you have to sleep.
Yeah.
But also, the more sleep phases you have, the less you have to sleep overall. Which there are ways you can supposedly cut it down to 2 hours.
So train yourself to sleep like 30 minutes a pop.
Yes. There's actually one for 6 times 20 minutes, and there's another one that claims that 4 times 30 minutes also works. That is very aligned on even spacing, more than your normal 8-hour sleep is, although that theoretically also should be evenly spaced, but, you know.
Never works.
There's also the thing that you have to actually make the time, of course, to make that work. And that works based on a concept known as REM rebound, which means that if you're technically sleep deprived, you start your sleeping cycle with REM sleep as opposed to deep sleep.
All right.
Which means you're getting almost all of your REM phases in.
Stands for rapid eye movement.
Without needing to sleep for a long time.
Right.
However, that also means you're losing deep sleep, which is what your body uses to regenerate. Meaning, if you're an athlete, you just straight up can't do this.
Yeah, I'm not.
If you work a normal job, you probably can't do this.
YouTubers, we probably could do it.
We could, yeah.
I'm not doing it.
I mean, I could. You probably couldn't because of your sports.
No matter how much we do YouTube, I'm not going to do that. I'm sleeping 8 hours straight.
If you actually
10 to 12,
getting down to 2 hours, that's pretty tough because if you do 30 minutes a day, that means you're splitting a day in 4 pieces. Yeah, that's tough. Which then 30 minutes off of each of those, which is 5 hours 30 that you're going to be awake at a time. Yeah. Which, try fitting college in 5 hours 30.
Yeah, no.
Mind you can't just be like, oh yeah, 5 hours 30. I'm never longer there than 5 hours 30. But you have to actually have that also be at the same time.
Exactly.
So you just can't
that doesn't
that.
work.
But if you have a life where you can work that, you don't actually physically exert yourself that much.
If you're a prison inmate, try it.
If you're a college student that doesn't need to attend any lectures,
try it.
You can take all the courses online.
Do anything else in your private time, try it. Okay, here's my fact of the week. My fact of the week is, first of all, that I'm looking it up again because I wrote it down. All right, you know what an ATM is?
Yes, it's an automated telling machine.
Teller machine, actually.
Oh. Wow.
Anyway, ATMs, when they were originally invented, they were frowned upon by the public and thought to be a complete failure because the only people that used it in the first place were prostitutes and gamblers who did not want to deal with the tellers face to face.
Okay, that makes sense.
So that's why they got a really bad rap at first. Now everyone uses them.
Yeah, because it's faster.
Because they're more practical, right? And because people, it's okay. It's pretty much wanted to avoid that human contact with people these days. Because it's an isolated society these days, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, fun fact. Number 2.
topic number 2.
Yeah, let's try and keep this short, bro.
And this one, depending on how much you care about our channel, might be more or less interesting than the first one.
Yeah.
And this is...
If you're a stakeholder,
yeah,
you know,
because
got a lot of money sitting on the trash can stock.
Because this is all about our plans for this year.
Yeah.
What we want to add.
So basically, what we want to add and also what we want to continue too, right?
Because we want to continue mostly everything.
So here's the thing that's going to continue: podcasts.
Yes.
Because that's the way we count how many weeks we've been doing YouTube.
Well, we're also going to keep doing Telltale or Telltale-esque games on Mondays.
Till
we run out.
As long as they're there. I mean, the new Walking Dead should be dropping this year.
Yes.
So should the Life is Strange 2. Should be stuff coming up. So we're going to do it as long as possible. We still finishing Life is Strange.
Yes.
The regular game. We got the full Wolf Among Us. We got the full Batman.
Yeah, and there are some others out there. I'm not sure if we're going to play all of them because some of them don't seem that interesting.
Yeah,
like
but we can...
Game of Thrones, Minecraft, that kind of stuff.
Yikes.
But there's 2 seasons of Batman already out, so...
There's 2 seasons of Batman, true, yeah. I mean, Game of Thrones could kind of be a thing with The Walking Dead. I've never seen The Walking Dead, but the Telltale game could be interesting if it's different characters, not like the series and all that.
I think the Game of Thrones one is based on the characters from the show.
Right. Well, I don't have no... But that's another thing we need to look at then. Are we going to continue playing Life is Strange till it ends because that's the greatest game ever? Something like that. Except for Madden, of course. Greatest story type of thing game ever. New Walking Dead, New Life is Strange during the year somewhere.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be a while until we need to reschedule that. Hearthstone.
If you do the math, that should last for
a few months.
Longest part of the year still.
Yeah.
Between the new ones and the other ones. Yeah, Hearthstone keeps going.
Hearthstone keeps going because that's fun and people like it. That's getting some appreciation when we started doing that more toward the end of last year. So we're going to keep doing that several times a week so people get their semi-daily fixes of Hearthstone.
Yes.
Then again, okay, new stuff you wanted to do. First of all, you.
Yes, I wanted to start doing weekly TV roundups of the shows that I watch.
That is television.
As in, like, you know, quick reviews, what dropped this week, how it was, that kind of stuff. That's gonna not be necessarily going on through the entire year because there's gonna be breaks for most of the shows.
Because apparently there's television seasons.
Yeah, they're...
So when it's off season in television, is it just black screen when you turn on the channel?
Well, there's like over the summer there's a lot of reruns first of all.
Okay.
And some shows actually drop over the summer.
I was making a joke there.
But yeah, so I'm not sure if that, but for the time when actually stuff drops, it's hopefully gonna be weekly. That's the plan.
All right, that's a good idea. Okay, another thing that I've been pushing for is do more creative stuff. All right, writing stories, reading them, doing like comedy type of stuff, and actually doing it with 100% original content.
Yeah, so more original.
Because I kind of like to write.
More original content. We've got some stuff already in the works.
Set ourselves apart a little bit more. We got a lot of project ideas, definitely.
So we hope to actually release some of those.
Yeah, drop them in between. See how they look. You know, but those take exceptional amounts of work compared to even other videos.
Yeah, of course. Like recording a 3-hour gameplay video takes 3 hours.
3 hours to record. 3 hours to test watch. Half hour to edit. And the rest of the time is just waiting time to export the video and upload it.
Yeah, but you can do other stuff while that happens.
Exactly.
So that's a lot of time.
So this is done in half a day.
But then you look at like one of those story things that you wrote.
Yeah.
Recording and editing and all of that stuff.
Writing, recording, editing, re-recording. It's madness. There's one that at the point of recording the last podcast, I believe we've been sitting on for a few weeks. So, yeah, exactly. But, hey, I wanted to do that because creative stuff is cool. You got something else?
Well, you said that we wanted to try to aim for sometime this year to start doing daily videos. Yeah,
daily videos is another thing that is near to my heart because for a while we have proven that we can do 7 a week.
Yeah, we have been for a while doing 7 videos a week.
But we've had a day off in between because there was 2 on one day.
So, we're going to shift around our schedules a bit. And of course, with a new series, we should easily be able to get 7 or 8 videos a week.
7 a week, once a day would be nice. And we're going to try to make it 2 p.m. at all times, which I've said in the last podcast last week that doesn't always work. But we're going to try to do it as best as possible, 2 p.m. Eastern time.
Yes.
So when schedule changes happen, we're going to announce them if they're big time.
Yeah.
All that stuff. Another thing that you actually last week wanted me to announced this week was we want to do a new channel intro, which by now is up.
Yeah.
So
that worked.
That worked.
I mean that worked, but announcing it didn't quite.
I know, but you last week you told me do it in the New Year's podcast. So
yeah,
there's a new channel intro for you. Got something else?
I don't really think there's anything major going on, but generally speaking, just like as we said, more content, more types of content, more regular content.
Stuff that's still gonna keep going is also the WWE reviews.
Yeah, of course, but those only happen if there's something to review.
If they're a pay-per-view, we're still not reviewing the other regular shows, I would say.
I mean, at that point, we would start becoming a.
That would be completely the wrestling channel, yeah.
Yeah.
Occasionally, they're going to be a podcast topic, maybe about about the graphs, but you know,
of course, podcast topics are about all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, we're still gonna keep the wrestling content. Should Rick and Morty drop? We're reviewing it.
Yeah, of course.
If the new season comes out, we're totally reviewing it.
It's probably also going to be a separate thing from the TV recaps because I'm doing those on my own and we're doing the Rick and Morty
exactly.
together.
He's doing those by himself. And once the next NFL season rolls around, we're predicting it.
Yeah.
So that's about that for the channel. If you got suggestions, let us know, right?
So if NFL and Rick and Morty happen at the same time and there's a pay-per-view in the week, there might just be 10 videos or so.
Oh, God, I'm looking forward to that. Oh, my God. This is going to be a tough year. But I want to put in the work because it's fun. And you learn stuff.
Now, here's a question. That's our plans.
That's our plans.
But do we want to set milestones?
I mean, we did set milestone goals and what we do for achieving them.
No, but I mean like...
Sub milestones, view milestones.
Time-based ones. Like, we want to have X amount of subs at Y time.
Okay. End of the year type of thing?
I mean, end of the year makes the most sense because then in next year's year recap, we can mention whether we achieve them or not.
Give me 250 by the end of 18.
I mean, that seems very plausible.
That seems... Yeah, but imagine that. Imagine 250 subs. It's pretty good. Right now I'm saying 215. You don't know how this stuff turns out. I'm going 215.
215?
250. My bad. Mulligan.
At our current growth rate, we should actually shoot above that.
So are you calling 1,000? Am I hearing 1,000? Am I hearing 1,000?
No, but I think 300 to 400 is reasonable.
All right. For the end of the year.
Yeah, for the end of the year.
All right, would be cool. Views, total views. You want to go total views?
Total views.
100K.
Let's go for 150.
160. Yeah, this is an auction now. No, okay. 150 will be good. A mil? A mil.
That's one of those goals that we can set, but no. That's what you said about aiming high.
Yeah. We should aim for a mil total views.
Because 100,000 is really aiming high. If within half a year we got 30.
Because
while the channel was growing and it's still theoretically growing.
100,000 should be possible. Let's go 300 subs, 200K views.
That seems achievable.
Is that cool? Are we writing this down?
No. I'm not writing it down, but it's recorded.
We're writing it down and we're posting it over that screen right there to remind us every day we come in here to work for that goal. That's how goals work. And we put in a bunch of other motivational stickers all over the place. Type of thing.
I feel like that koala needs a caption now.
Maybe. But the koala
that koala's still there.
It's still there. It's not going to. Well, once we move into a bigger studio in 3 years, we're still taking this.
We need a koala picture there.
We need to take it.
Maybe put some inspirational quotes on there. Yeah. I don't know.
We need to also pick up your toothbrush and take it. All right, people. Thanks for watching the first, or listening to, better yet, because there's not much to watch.
How about we talk about songs first?
Oh my God, that's true. How did I forget that? That's a stupid thing. First podcast of the year already starting up with this blocker. What's your song of the week?
My song of the week...
Is it related to New Year's? It's not.
It's related to years.
To years.
That's something. It's 7475 by the Connells.
Christ's sake. It's 2018, man. It's a good song. I'm not complaining. Song, yeah. It's a really good song. I'm not complaining. My song is Happy New Year by ABBA. What a surprise. It's also back-to-back ABBA songs. Which is another theme, because at the end of last year, I had So Long by ABBA, and this is Happy New Year.
It sounds so weird to say at the end of last year. It was literally last week.
Yeah, but it was the end of last year.
It just feels weird when people are starting to say, like, last year and next year, like, around the switch of the years. Like, we're literally talking about weeks or days.
But you know how the first few weeks of a new year, you always misspell the date? You're still trying to write 17, but it's 18 now? Come on. That sucks. Anyway, Happy New Year by ABBA. Good song. Go listen to it. And we wish you a Happy New Year. Now can I do it?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, because there's not too much to watch. Like the video, sub to help us reach our goal and to be entertained even more, because we about to put in this work, JJ.
That's it.
That's it.